What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the bottom of the map in the yellow color, playing as Kronos. His name is Swiss Boy. His partners today in the purple color, playing as Hades. His name is Shadowfax. And finally, rounding out the team in the red color, playing as Thor. His name is Hero O. Hero is strong. He is brave. He is OP. And together, they make the map. No, they make the team, the UCA-Owls. Thank you for the tier 1 there, Maxi31196. Appreciate you, my friend. Thanks for coming and checking out the stream. On the other side of the map, in the green color, playing as Zeus, we have the player Grassing Groom. Playing as Gaia, we have Odin King. And finally, rounding out this team in the sky blue color, we have Evil playing as Thor. The map is RTSL Black Sea. Have a quick look at the map. Look at it. It looks fun. It looks exciting. It is fun. It is exciting. And that's enough for that there. Okay, so I have a question here in the chat from Nbatala. Hey dude, where can I find a guide for build orders? Well, build orders do exist on my YouTube channel. I have a few relatively solid build orders, but the more fun ones, the more like high octane meta builds, I put them over on my Patreon and also some fun builds over there as well. So if you want to go and check that out, you can totally do that if you feel like it. Or there are some other places to go, like RTS Sanctuary has some, I would say, dated build orders. But effectively, the best way to learn a build order is to watch a recorded game and see what other players do. And you can just head over to Voobly and go to the top ladder, click on the top player's name, and look at what builds they do and learn that way as well. So lots of options where that's concerned. Now, an interesting part about this map here, which you may not know, is you get these little back locations here. This is free fish. Definitely worth grabbing here in this on this map. As we see the docks coming down for Evil. That's oh, it was deconstructed. I was like, that was really late. If you're playing as Norse, especially at Thor, but if you're playing as Norse against Kronos, the actual best way to start is to go ahead and drop your 2 docks straight away and get 1 fishing ship out. That way you get 2 docks, and then you can start dropping your... Why is my... That's fine. That way you get 2 docks out. If they deconstruct it, it's fine. You can just rebuild it later. But you're going to have plenty of docks to function with in the game. So that's one way to go about it. But anyways, Ulfsark coming out now for Evil, getting himself 2 Ulfsarks. Going for a later advance here does make a little bit of sense here. So we'll see how it's all going to eventuate. If we talk about like what could be crazy strategies here from the perspective of the team which has Underworld, because we do have an Underworld here for Grassing Room as well, but Underworld strats here are so ridiculously strong. So you're doing a fast heroic while the rest of your team goes for a classical age, like water, like all in, or not water all in, but a classical age kind of attack onto your opponents can be really, really strong. This is something the old boys tried to do and actually was successful, but then proceeded to screw it up. That's the way with old boys. Their strategies are bonkers, but their execution leaves much to be desired, as is the case. Anyways, onwards and upwards. We'll see how things are going to go here. We've got Prometheus coming through, Freya coming through, and Oceanus coming through here for our Gaia player. Athena, actually the god of choice here for Grassing Groom. Very bold. He needs to state, yes, we need Athena. Athena is the way to go. So that's a thing. But like, I'm surprised. I would have assumed Hermes here would be better, especially because most players are going to be advancing a little bit late here. Go for Hermes. If your opponent decides to rush, no problems. As we do see the Swiss Boy Temple coming down onto this position, going to be attacking this location over here. We'll see how this is going to go here. If Evil can defend this or not. He does already have himself 3 docks up. It's a decent advance time. A little bit late, I'd say. You want to be aiming for like 420 here with Thor. But we'll see how he's going to go. He's got a couple of villagers on the food here. I haven't seen any Herser being built, but he definitely needs Herser out here. to defend against well, not oracles, but the Promethean coming out. So this is only really going to be a Promethean that pops out here as, wait, did he not time shift that fast enough or something? I think he didn't. I don't know where it was. Where's the Promethean? I don't know. The unit's coming out now, right now. We do see Ares coming through for Shadowfax. So that's going to be a real big stopping god power here for this defense for Evil. As Evil is just... he's literally playing Egyptian. He is literally playing Egyptian here. He's just going, I'm just going to spam docs to all Billio here. As Evil hasn't advanced yet. He hasn't advanced yet. How many docs do you want, my friend? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 docs here to counter the Chronos. This is absolutely wild. As Odin King trying to do some stuff over here, we do see the Carnivora coming in onto this position and immediately take down one of those Bareems there. As it looks like... Does he know? Do they know? Wait, hold on. They know that there's a butt ton of docks here. Why are you deconstructing? Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. That's funny though. I love it. That's amazing. As Freya does come through, and there's going to be a ton of ships coming out for Evil very, very soon. Meanwhile, the fighting ensuing over here. Hera's got to be careful on these fights. If you're playing as Norse against Greek, you do want to sit back underneath your docks for the most part and just let your economy, ride your economy and try and find a victory where that's concerned. As we see him fighting, it's a little bit outside of the dock range. And look at the micro there from Grass and Groom. That's the big reason why the Greek ships do have the advantage here. As everyone's retreating back, we do see that Shadowfax trying to get in onto this fight here is coming forward with his own trireme, pushing the Bareem back. As we do see some longboats coming through here. This dock is just about to fall, it would seem, as Shadowfax does decide to drop. It's 2 docks here. He drops Pestilence. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong here for Team UCA. That Pestilence effectively does... well, it does slow down Evil 1 dock, and he probably could be using that, but everything that could go wrong has gone wrong here as Hero's retreating back, trying to hold this location. He pulls his longboats back, going to be sitting underneath this dock here. Got the archer ships, can take down the fishing ships here and everything else and be completely fine. Nice play here. We've got 8 to 9. Well, actually, this could be a very easily one fight from Hero OP's perspective here, with the dock helping as well. All he has to do is micro it nicely. As we do see the ships coming over here, going to start taking down the Valkyries and everything else here. And now the longboats coming through, going to start taking down the Bareem on this position. We see Odin King coming through to get a big double here, as it seems like Shadowfax not paying attention. He's a little bit short on the boat numbers, as Odin King is too big here. He comes in, he's going to clean up all of those Shadowfax boats. The Evil longboat's going to be absolutely crazy here, as well as Swiss Boy has been cleaned up. This lone Herser here as well is going to be able to pick off every single one of those Prometheans, and now this like land pressure the Swiss Boys had is being shut down. And it looks like the Herser does die, but so too will the Promethean get picked off there by the longboats. And now this location has been won by RB. On the top side of the map, though, Hero's doing a good job of defending here against Grass and Groom. He's playing it nicely, still very equal on the boat count. 11 to 12, 12, 10, whatever, all good here. As these trireme falling and trying to retreat back, do everything that they possibly can to stay alive here. We see a good attempt by Hero, but he needs to be taking it a little bit more safely here. But maybe he doesn't have the time, as Odin King now coming through, going to clean up Shadowfax. Now there is another way here for UCA. The fighting has ensued for a while now. You can just grab town centers and go for a heroic age kind of attack, or go for a mythic age attack with the underworlds. But so too, the same is true for Grass and Groom. But this isn't like Mediterranean. This is a little bit different than a Mediterranean map, where if you lose water here, the fish is really, really good. You can go up to 20 fishing ships very, very easily. We also see, I mean, Odin King's checking this out. You can definitely drop a dock down there and grab all those fishing spots as well here. As the Bareem pushing in here will take down those longboats nicely here, as the fishing ships getting destroyed, and Odin King looking for somewhere else to go here. As Shadowfax is doing his best to try and gather fish. Not paying attention. He's going to lose fishing ship. Lose to a fishing ship. Not paying attention. Town Center's coming up now for Shadowfax. Looks like he's just going to kind of give up on the water as he's not going to get any more fish here. And what Evil can do now is he can just grab fishing ships himself. And he's getting himself his own second Town Center. The problem, it's not a big problem, but the problem for both teams here is how are they getting onto the other player's side? And the answer is going to lie in the underworld. So Grass and Groom's underworld and UCA's underworld do exist. The other way to get onto there is obviously by a transport ship. So which way do you actually approach this is the big thing. Now, not only that, Evil does have longboats, and little known fact, longboats can actually have 5 population, or 5 units, I should say, not population, 5 units garrisoned inside them. So Thor doesn't even need a transport ship here to make that work. As you do see this dock here getting taken down, all of the good stuff. See these beams running into this corner. And there's a couple of other weaknesses here in this position that are going to need to be dealt with from the UCA side here. They need to deal with the fact that this town center is in range of water and this town center is in range of water. So they need to put palace, towers, and get docks back up here before the Mythic Age comes in. Otherwise, life can be a little bit tough. Now, if you're playing as Greek here, you can just throw some Heliopoli onto the sides, and then you can kind of defend that way. If you're playing as Kronos or Atlantean, you can just get Fire Siphons and defend over here that way. We're starting to see the farms coming down per scene, coming down for all of Team RB as they're cleaning up the fishing ships and making UCA feel very, very sad here in this game. We see the longboats moving still around. Everyone's getting their 3 town centers. It's effectively boom season right now for these players. But Evil doesn't need to go next age here. He can try and infiltrate onto the other side. We are seeing that most of this land has been spotted. If you grab yourself signal fires and have all these docks up, you're going to be able to see a lot of it yourself. But at this point, we just see farms coming down, plow coming down, town centers still on the way. Odin King, Grass and Groom, and Evil all have their 3rd town center, whereas Hero OP, he's getting his 2, but they're very, very late here compared to his opponents. They are on the way right now for Odin King, so he will be having access to either like A, a really fast wonder, or B, he's going to be able to send Stymphalian birds over and attack the Norse player and cause some chaos that way. So that's one way for him to get across the other side of the map. Beyond that, just build a transport ship, make some hero citizen, find a spot to land, drop all your buildings, drop some palace, sneak in here. Like sneak into this position, for example, is a possibility. As Bragi on the way now for Bragi. What is the Bragi idea? Obviously, Ragnarok Underworld is the idea, right? That has to be the idea. But Bragi without the frost makes me a little bit concerned because your opponents have got the potential to go Skadi as well, right? So if you go, I don't know if I like it. We do see the units now landing over here. Grass and Groom says, I am not playing around. I am not waiting for you. This is now my town center, he says. He gets the transport ship out, drops the military academy onto this position. The archer range is over here. There is no, this is the, Grass and Groom doesn't even care. He's just like, I'm just going to grab this town center. Why not? Keep building military. Go up to four town centers here. Has the fishing economy. He should have way more fishing economy than this. Just, I don't understand. Way back in Age of Mythology times, like before Titans, before even now, people knew once you win water, you build fishing ships. How do we forget that? How do we forget that if you're Grass and Groom here? Shake my head. All right, but he's going to grab this town center, and things are going to be very tough here. We are going to be seeing the units kind of encircling on this position, and part of the problem with going for this town center is that there is no way for Grassium to really get to the heroic age here and get his team over here to help out straight away. But we'll see what's going to happen. We do see these longboats are here. There's no units being produced by Evil. Evil's just going to attempt to get to the next age here. He's throwing the markets up, starting his trade route. Plenty of fishing economy coming through. So I'm sure Sultan 4 is on the way. We are seeing Skadi come through, though, for Hero as he's dropping more longhouses over here. Grass and Grim still not able to advance, but Hecate's on the way. The question is going to be as well, what is the plan over here for Odin King? And Odin King, he sees it. He knows. We are seeing some crazy little shenanigans here from Swiss Boy as he has managed to find his way over here with some military buildings on his opponent's side of the land. But we'll see how things are going to go as the units making their way over onto this position. We do see Balder on the way. That means Grass and Groom needs to get to the heroic age very, very shortly. Artemis on the way, though, for Shadowfax. It's going to be able to clean this up, but will it be able to clean up everything else here is the big question. There's a lot of units now coming in for Hero, for Shadowfax here as well. As we'll see how things are going to start shaping up. As Grassing Groom's going to have so many resources. He has clicked up through Apollo. Nice play here from Grassing Groom. The timing will line up for a huge Ragnarok Underworld from Gaia and the Thor here. This is going to be absolutely brutal. I'm not sure exactly how Team UCA is going to be able to deal with this, because Swiss Boy is nowhere to be seen on his base. He's running around his opponent's land, dropping military barracks everywhere, trying to be annoying. He's getting some raids in here, but I mean, a couple of dead villages after this 3-town center boom isn't going to matter all too much to the Ragnarok. 62% of the way through here. Artemis 63%. So this likely will get completely annihilated as Masons is getting built here. But this is a nice play here thus far from Grass and Groom to hold on to this location. We do see that the Tartarian Gate has been dropped. The unit's just going to all move in here. That's not going to be doing all too much. But surely the guys must know. Just got to attack over here. I mean, you could attack anywhere here, actually. Maybe attacking Hero would be better, but there's a frost, so you want to split up the armies a little bit. Just a little bit here as the units coming through. There's the Apollo. There's the Balder. There's the units sitting on this location as the army's going to come through. We do see that Odin Kings decided to go for Arcus here. There's a big scratch on my head. I don't know why you would ever do that. As we do see the Earthquake coming in onto this position. It's not enough to kill this. Ragnarok coming through. Wait, not... It's Evil, right? Evil is got 280 population of Ragnarok here. As the frost comes down. You don't have to send everything through here at once. You're playing like old boys here with this kind of movement. But we'll see if the Underworld Passage can get taken down. There's a lot of units here blocking this. We do have a whole bunch of throwing axemen that can come in and start targeting this down, but the Fire Giant pops through. More units will pop through. Big trader there by the Cronus player, Swiss Boy. That's going to be able to start taking down the Underworld Passage. We do see a citizen coming through here, going to try and drop a palace here. Underworld going down a lot of HP here. Do we have a restoration remaining? No restoration here. So that's going to be a dead Underworld, most likely before the frost has gone. Well, I mean, we'll see what's going to happen here. Do we have units not able to get through? Not really. There's still buildings getting dropped in here as Swiss Boy is dropping a temple through onto that location. We also have to remember that Swiss Boy does have access to Vortex here, as Hera is coming through for Grass and Groom to help out on this position. We see the units pushing through, flaming weapons getting dropped here by Evil. That's going to be, look at the damage there, 22.22 damage per second here on those Heroes of Ragnarok. They don't have any upgrades on them. There's, well, barely any. There's no copper weapons here, for example. As the town center is going to fall. Everything is falling here. Is there any other units remaining here for Hero OP? It doesn't look like there is. But he's still got trade and he's got fishing ships, so he's completely fine. We see Balder now on the way for Hero, but is there any way that he actually gets there? Because there's units on the front, there's units on the back. You just got to take the town center and move to the next location and clean this up, and Hero's not going to have a town center remaining, as it seems like Shadowfax too slow to get over here to really help. Swiss Boy too far behind. He is still causing some chaos over here, as we do see the lightning storm getting dropped down immediately, forcing Hero OP to have to garrison inside of his town center, but the town center is down. Balder is denied. Hero OP does not get his Ragnarok here, even how small it's going to be. It's going to be tiny, but he does not get the mythic age that he wanted here to help him defend this position, and Hero has effectively been erased from this game here, as Shadowfax decides game is done, taps out, Hero taps out, and Swiss Boy, the captain, the last with the ship, goes down. UCA Owls eliminated from the Phoenix Reborn team game clan tournament here. A little bit of an upset if you ask anyone here. The Rule Britannica, a little bit of a wild card here, come through playing insanely solidly in this game. You get to go on to the next round to face off against top seed team in JSS. That's going to be a ridiculously strong fun game to watch here. Rule Britannica against JSS there. Can't wait to see that one. But congratulations to Rule Britannica. Played this incredibly well. I loved the play from Evil here. Playing around the Chronos early game. 5 docks. Why not go 5 docks and go for a crazy late advance time and just say, it doesn't matter. I'll get the docks up. It's all good. It's a ridiculously well-played game here by RB. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.